Hi guys, welcome back to some more Robocraft fun with Aerofoils, and Shomofo is here at the helm once more. Let's get straight into this. Now, let me just make sure we are playing in a window, aren't we? Yes, definitely want to avoid that. Okay, let's have a look at this. So, oh, this has been a nightmare. Really? I should have been in these other bays that are now all empty. Making little flatbeds. Oh, excuse me. A bit of a rough throat today. I don't know if I'm getting a cough or something. Bananas, yes. Nice. Okay, so first of all, I went to build some flatbeds. I really wanted to be playing with these guys. You'll notice the bumblebee got destroyed. I realised, what's the point in hanging on to that when it's using up blocks, waiting for more blocks when I could be building smaller things. Yeah, I'm afraid the boss 0102, that does count as spamming the chat. I mean, admittedly, there might not be that many people on at the moment, but stuff like that doesn't really help. It's terrible chat at the best of times. Please don't spam it. Okay. So, the first thing I did was, you'll notice this is a bit different. I took all of the blue and the orange off and I tried to patch it out in, what was it? In sort of, I tried to go for green and brown. I didn't have enough green and brown. I think I had about 44 originally blue blocks in it, and then some orange. I've since bought some more blue to take it all the way out to the tail and reinforce the tail a bit. We've also enclosed the cockpit, so we'll see how that figures out. It's got blue, mostly blue on the bottom, and then it is fully enclosed. It's not as nice as I'd like. I'd like to have these little details filled in with the prisms. They are prisms. No, those are the prisms. What are these? Tetras. Tetras is what I meant. I tend to call these triangles. But they're prisms and these are tetras. Okay. Yep, so I'd built it and it ended up being a mishmash of colours. And really, when I got down to it, I found that it didn't make a significant difference in the weight or the amount of flops, the amount of CPU being used. Now, if it had reduced either significantly, I probably would have stuck it out. But it didn't really give me any more CPU to play with to put better engines or better guns on, or more armour on where the white is filling out where armour will be later. And it didn't give me much real estate to upgrade the weapons or the jets on there. So I was disappointed, and today when it came on I thought, what, am I going to scrap this and just get some flatbed time in? Hell no. Hell no. I'm just going to tinker with this. Oh dear. So, reinforced tail. The cockpit's been brought back. It's got more helium under the hood and 2 helium poking out. I've tried to keep the jets as low tier as possible. I mean, this already comes in at 6. As low tier as possible. That's the thing, I thought reducing the armour would significantly reduce the tier in it, but it doesn't. I think a lot of it is the helium as well. Oh, it just wants to be, we want to be in tier 8 really, we just haven't got the level. I think I'm probably going to have to be, what, level 30, maybe level 40 to get the craft I really want and have it in the right tier. So really I should be concentrating on leveling and just doing that with horrible little crap bots, but I love this so much. I'm having plenty of tinker with it. Anyway, let me just show you what this is about. if you notice, oh, my voice really is going today. So what happens when you have late nights and there's nobody around to make you lovely brews? Okay. So this is flying like a charm at the minute. I'm just pressing W. I'm just pressing W. Now I'm going to hit A. Look at that. And now I'm pressing W. And it's levelling itself out. Lovely. With a slight bit of lift and the space bar. And the W. And the space bar. And the D. And then stall it with shift. And then space bar. Oh, lovely. It's just ridiculous. It is a little bit wanting to level out. So if I get some height, because of the helium is a bit too much at the moment because there isn't any gun weight on the front. The helium should be also balancing out the guns, not just the frame. So if you notice, it's a little bit, it's almost like it's in landing. So if I do a loop the loop, as I do it, it's going to want to try and pull out of it. And see, it's doing the maneuver for me. Now that's actually really nice. It probably won't happen so much when I have the weapons on the front of it, but it's nice to have a plane that has that inclination anyway, because that means it's much easier to get into that maneuver in the first place. And with this plane, I believe if I can bring it round so I've got a bit more room, I think I can even reverse loop the loop. So, should I get upside down, hit shift, keep it level, there we go, yep. There you go, that's lovely. Now try doing that in one of the planes where you have to cram the space bar to kind of just keep it level. This is lovely. I can take my hands off the controls completely. I'm not touching anything, not touching the mouse, not touching the keypad. It's just going to gently stall, and then I'm going to hit forwards and a bit of space. And we're back in the game before we hit that rock, and it's even trying to loop the loop for me. Let's get him out of here. Nice. Okay, let's see it all go horribly wrong when we try and stick some weapons on it. Of course, the minute you start sticking weapons on it, the weight changes, the tier changes, it all goes wrong, and you can see I have not got very many flops to play with. Oops. A wrong button. Okay, hardware. Plasma is the easiest thing to hit with this. Now, plasma launcher 4s, L4s. What, you'd probably get one of them on there. One. Two. We can get two on there. 3, 4. Oh, that's not too bad. But I'm in tier 6. Now tier 6 is going to be full of guys with tiny little chassis and lots of armour, full of higher tier plasma. So what are they going to... Oh, they're going to have a load of stuff. They're going to have a load... If they've got T4... no, I mean, what? They're T4, aren't they? That's what I've got hold of. Yes, T4. So these are tier 4. You know, I'm not going to get... I don't think I've got any 6s. I've got 5s. 5s aren't going to go on here. It's not going to have a 5 on it at all, I don't think. So, that won't even fit there because of the jets. We can get one. And straight away, that almost takes us, I think, to where we were with the others. So, will we fit one here? Yep. Will we fit one here? Yes. This may work out okay after all. Although they're still under, they're not 7s. I mean, we'd love 7s, but we wouldn't even... Would we fit a 7 on there? Oh, what the hell that is going to do to my plane's ability to fly, I don't know. I don't think now we're going to get any more on. He doesn't want to fit there. He wants to fit there. But we've only got 2 flops left. So it's going to tell me no. That would unbalance it a hell of a lot. So I'll drop down. Oops. I will drop down and see. I should just build myself a little database so I can do a spread calculation of the ratios, and I may, if I get if Mr. Bushido comes back down, who obviously I mean, my maths is alright, it's not brilliant, but it takes me a while to get there sometimes, and so, like, some parts of it's trickier than others. But I know how to throw a spreadsheet together, and I know how to work out some basic equations, so maybe we could throw some kind of table together. Just, it would be handy if we could work out. I mean, these are pea shooters. I don't even know why I'm trying to cram them on at this point. I could be taking this guy off now. Will it fly? Will it fly? Yeah, it would be nice to have something where I can calculate what effect it's having as I'm going to add it. That would be super cool, because it was horrible to, and also to subtract things, you know, rather than me having to take all the armour off this, especially without having schematics so I could load it back up afterwards if I was wrong. It would have been really nice to know what would have happened when I swapped out all those blocks, when I swapped X blocks for Y blocks. What difference is this going to make to my weight ratio and tier? That would be lovely. So I might try and make some kind of thing. Now this is nice. I would of course prefer that L7 on the bottom because of the landing gear. It's not really going to go there. But with the manoeuvrability on this, you never know. I just missed that completely. Oh dear, this doesn't bode well for me. Now, so I've got the 1L7. There you go. And the rest is pretty much crap for the tier that I'm going to be in. And of course, I've added the L7, so am I now in tier 7? Let's find out. No, still in tier 6. Still in tier 6. Okay. Well, you know, I think I'd be happy to get this. Oopsie daisy. I think I'd be happy to get this into a T6. Just to get destroyed, to see what I need to do to my armor and my firepower to make a difference. Okay. It might, I'm not sure whether it was me annoying somebody or just somebody who was generally frustrated, shouting out last night at noobs and stuff. Complaining about people in his tier and get the hell off my team and all of that. Hey dude, chill out. If you want to be that organised, wait till the clans. Get yourself a smashing team to rip through the levels with. Otherwise, you're going to have all kinds of people in there with you. You're going to have people that have got a clue, people that haven't got a clue. People who are testing a build out, you know. It's not like the practice ground is an efficient way of testing your stuff at the minute. I really would like to see a kind of difficulty rating. I would also like to see a practice ground that has some ice in it, because let's face it, you could get something that runs around in there and you can go, oh okay, I've balanced this out a bit, and the thing I've had to like get rid of really is how it handles. And so you take it out in there and it drives around a kind of Mars type terrain and it handles it well, but then you take it out and it hits some ice on that ice world level and it's just useless. So, you know, I think they've made a mistake in even naming that a practice ground. I think generally it's more of a does it fall over, or let's get some beauty shots of stuff in there kind of ground. Without being able to step up the AI, without being able to change the terrain in there, I'm not really sure it does its you any kind of real justice as a practice ground. So let's watch this die horribly. I would love now. I know Backer is probably screaming at Backer. Probably at the start of this episode was thinking, "Oh yes, he's covered his cockpit." He scaled down, saying, "No, what are you doing?" No, don't worry. We'll get the hang of it. We'll balance it all out in the end. Oh, excuse me. I don't even think you're picking these up, but just in case you ever get a rude little windy burp there that escaped onto the mic, I'd just like to apologise. Okay, don't even read those mistakes, Adam. Don't. Don't. And I believe that's a rude word. You're just typing it in a foreign language. Dutch crafter. I'm onto you. I'm onto you. Okay, let's see what we've got in here. Lolcakes in Bob the Tank. Fantastic. Matthew 7 with his abs 9. Hey. Nice. Or is that ABS-9? Who knows? Okay, plenty of robos. We've got a gladiator in, so we'll have to watch out for him. Let's see. Yeah, if you look at these guys, no one else has got white on them, have they? No other... I'm the idiot who's got white on his plane. Maybe I should trim some of that back and try and swap it out into a nicer colour, but that's sort of like a placeholder for where the rest of the armour will go when I've got the flops, the flippity flip-flops. Okay, so I'm just going to let them hopefully kill some stuff. I've got to remember I've got radar now. I've got a plane that can fly awesomely. If it stays in the sky long enough to do anything, it'll be remarkable though. With the hellish firepower I imagine people have in this tier. But hopefully, now that I can actually power into maneuvers, it's not as fast as I'd like, but I can still do it, and I'm dead. There you go. Lovely. See, look at this. No white on his, he's just got a feckington massive gun and a pyramid of death with jets. Lovely. This guy's got a nice little dual wing combo and a rudder. I'm not sure if he started out like that, but that's what he's got now. He's gradually, he's degrading nicely though, isn't he? Hey? Still in control, still got his big fecking gun. Ah. Who else have we got? This is nice. That's a nice effort. Twin radar jamming. Loads of little jets. He's still in the game. That's awesome. Oh, I think it's just down to these two now. These two are slowly going to get picked off. Yeah, he's lost his wings. The other one's dead. Oh, try and be upside down when you're escaping, Krasik. Never mind. GG. Well played. I've paid premium for a bit because I realised that my premium that I'd stuck on for getting the aerofoil wings, which had run out, and my lack of ability in the battleground meant that... Oh, I really should have taken that gun off. Should we take that gun off? Let's just lose that. I don't really fancy another one of them. 6. We're still in 6. If we are going to be into 6, then I am going to have that gun. Yeah, we've got no choice. We're in 6. We're in 6 at the minute, so let us have you. I'll step you back a bit, or have you right on the front. I'll have you right on the front. Was it L5s? Did I manage to get L5s on? Oh, that's so annoying. Stick the ones that are more likely to get shot off on the bottom. Oh! Okay then, for now, we're just going to have the L5. Can we not have an L5 on here because you're there? Oh. Just, oh dear, I don't want to get into messing with the engines and then have to rejig stuff a lot. I'm just going to go in with these 3. I don't care, it's even less firepower. I'm going to die anyway. I'll stick some more on in a second and see what happens. You know, I might even stick a railgun. I believe somebody was saying, I don't know if they were just trolling or whether it's a genuine bit of information there, but somebody was saying that the railguns were getting a 50% increase today in their power output. So, so I am not sure whether I might want to try one of those out, because now I have got a big railgun and I could just kind of fly up, and with the ability to take my hands off the control on this and not plummet to certain death, it would give me chance possibly to scope something up, take a shot, and then get back into cover. So, what I'm going to try here for is just let these guys get out, do their thing. Hopefully I've got a cracking team of leg ends, and they can go and destroy all of the enemy for me, and then I can just glide in and save the day by landing on the control point, and then we can just organise a lovely little picnic and settle down to a bit of a 70s loving on their control point. That'd be nice. You know, get some mamas and papas on the go. Awesome. Bit of loving spoonful, something like that. Just take a pot shot down there. You kids will have no idea what I'm chatting about there. Oh dear. Well, you kids grew up in the 80s and the 90s. Sound. Didn't have to worry about what crap your mum and dad was listening to quite so much then. Alright. Let's try and take him down here. Just going to bring myself down a bit. The control on this now is beautiful. If I can just balance out the weapons and the tier, then it's happy days. This is more and more handling like the aircraft I envisaged. So I'm not seeing anything on my radar, but on this kind of level we have radar jammers aplenty. Is it going 6%? Can I destroy Mr. 6%? Yes, I can. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, team. Oh, crap. Came in a bit too early. Came in very early. And pull up and get away if we can, please. I thought we'd taken most of those guys out. I didn't realise that... Oh, such a shame. I didn't realise that there were so many of those tanks of death. I mean, look at those. They're lovely. I really would like to build one of those. I need to get myself some green cubes. I would really like to get, I think, a lot more green. I think I've got the orange. I think I need the green, and then I could be in a lower tier with a very nice tank with the higher tier weapons that I've got. Let's see how long we're just over halfway to level 20, so it is going to take me some. but I am undeterred. That was actually quite nice. I managed to kill something. It had 6%. It had 6% health left, and I destroyed it. So, watch out all you... No, we're not going to have that, are we? We're going to get the 3s on there. No. 2. Yeah, we'll get rid of you. No! Oh my gosh, it's not even... Is it even worth putting the 1s in? Answers on a postcard. It probably isn't. I'm not going to get them. I'm not going to get them unless I reduce that. So. But lower tier 1s will fit in the middle. So can we get an... Will we have an L5 on here? No. Will we have an L4 on here? L4 is the winner. And I clearly am not. But, you know, I took out a guy there on, I can't remember now what percent. So was it 6%? Maybe this game I'll get to take a guy out who's on like 8 or 9%. If I could just fly around at the end of the battle, sweeping up all of the crippled and fallen, and then I'll just call this craft something like Vulture or Crow, you know. I think actually really I should call this craft Crow, because in fairness it is getting smashed a lot by a huge giant, so I think that's fitting. Oh, yeah, he looks awesome when he's first taken off as well. I do like that. Gotta keep an eye on the time now as well. Can't be letting that get away from me, and you don't want to step too far out of there. Hello, hi guys. Hi guys, I'll see you out there in a minute. You go and cripple them all for me, so then I can level up fast by getting some kills off them all. Okay. And I'll just allegedly defend the control point in the meantime. This is all perfectly legitimate. It definitely is a tactic. I'm not at all just in here scamming for points or trying to show off my plane. You know, we've got people sneaking up. That's one of our guys. I don't need to worry about shooting him. I do need to worry about the other guy who's going to shoot me any second now. Should look down this way and fire at him. And not really going to get out of there. Killed him though. And I'm relatively intact. Oh, we've got some more. Their percentage is far too high for my liking. I'll let you know when I'm feeling it with them guys. Let's go back round. He's sneaking up over there. He's on 100% though, so we definitely don't want to. Here we go, 85%. Are you going to walk into this? Oh! I was just about to destroy him. I definitely was going to destroy him. You all saw that, right? I was going to destroy him. But more importantly there, Railgun's getting a buff. Railguns are getting a buff as we speak. Is that going to be a game changer now? Railguns were kind of nerfed when the Aerofoil patch came out. So, are they going to be back up to the death? Because that used to be horrible. I mean, they're still pretty horrible. But especially as a new player, when you first start the game, you don't have access to railguns. You just have the SMGs and the plasma, and you have to tech up or spend some points rather to, well, I think maybe a bit of both there. You have to tech up and spend some points to get yourself a railgun. And once you've got a railgun, you can make a sniping machine. And if you get a railgun that's a couple of tiers above the level that you're playing in, what? Do I want to change the colour scheme to improve performance? Right, no. Windows has detected that because I'm constantly running all kinds of crap on this at the minute. I'm not sure, Windows, that changing my colour scheme would be helpful at this minute. Thank you. What a freaky little thing. Anywho, railguns, yes. So, it used to feel like they were seriously powerful, but then, you know, if you're being taken out from the other end of the battlefield, you're going to feel like somebody's OP or something. But actually, when I built a couple of little railgun floating potatoes of death, I realised just how hard it was to line up those shots, to balance out the recoil, to build one of those tiny little potatoes with a very minimal silhouette, to then be stuck up in the sky for anything to finally get close enough to hit you, and then you're just a massive, like, you know, everybody's going to be aiming at you. And so all those people that complained it was overbalanced, I think maybe they were just feeling the effects of it and not realising the skill and the difficulty involved in actually pulling off those shots that killed them. Seriously, dude, I don't want to see this message again. If I decide to change the colour of Windows, you know, that'll be for an entirely different reason. I'm pretty sure you can handle it. You've been recording these mentally large videos without having any trouble so far, Windows. I'm talking to YouTube. Sorry about that. Okay, has that been enough time? Have we got Robocraft again? I've only got another couple of minutes left where I can record in my little schedule here anyway. So if we haven't got Robocraft on at the moment, then all files are up to date. Now, it didn't download anything there, did it? So, is it just going to kick me straight out again? In which case, what I'll do is I'll wrap this video up and I will bring you an update on these. Let's just see what my password is. They're down for maintenance. Okay, well, I'm going to leave it there, I think. I think we saw enough of that. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it there. I'll get this video on the go. You go and check out the website and read up on what's happening. There's probably news about that in the blog or something. What have you managed to make with aerofoils? Well, I've managed to make a plane that is in the wrong tier and doesn't have sufficient firepower for that tier. Thank you very much. Yeah, there's a blog on there somewhere. You'll be able to find it. Get in there, have a look. I'll be back a bit later and we'll see what they've done to the railguns, as well as try and get my aircraft back on the go. Alright, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you subscribe. I think I was up to about 17 or 18 subscribers at the minute. There's not many to 20. If we blam through and get past 20, then I will probably extend the list to 30. If it takes a while, then I'll just put up who's joined us on 20. And you know, let's keep this going. Let's get some more people in there with me. As you can see, if I come on at this time of the day, I have 0 people in my friends list who are online, so I've got no one to fly around with during the daytime, which probably means more people in other countries or people who have leisure time in the UK and around Europe closer to me in the daytime. Come and add me to your friends. I'll accept and we can have a little fly around and a play. Okay, I'm just going to give it one more go because, you know, why not? User validation timed out. I'm going to have to re-enter my password, which is nice to know that they have that on there. In case anyone decided to sneak onto my account afterwards, you know. Right, so we've got a rail buff, we've got aerofoil, armour buff, awesome, and some bug fixes. They're going to be back online in 20 minutes, and so will I, although this has already happened because you're watching this in the future, so weird. I will see you all later. Take it easy, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.